Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, you better sit down for this one because the NFL offseason is heating up in ways we haven't seen in a while, and the Dallas Cowboys are right in the middle of the buzz. Rumors are swirling that Dallas could be making a bold move that could redefine their offense and shake up the entire NFC East. We're talking about the possibility of trading for Jalen Hurts, the dynamic quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Impossible, right? But hear me out because the details are getting more serious by the day, and this could be the kind of game changer that Cowboys fans have dreamed of. Sources close to Pro Football Reference and insider whispers suggest that the Cowboys are negotiating to acquire Hurts in a blockbuster trade, offering a first-round pick in the 2027 NFL Draft along with a second-round selection. Now, I know this sounds almost too crazy to believe, especially given the NFC East rivalry and the history between these two teams. But the truth is, a deal like this could make Dallas a true powerhouse, especially if they manage to land a quarterback who can do it all: pass, run, extend plays, and elevate the entire offense. And right now, with the Cowboys' offense needing a boost, this rumor is gaining momentum, and insiders close to the situation say it's almost finalized, though still under wraps as the offseason pressure mounts. Analyzing the Cowboys' current state and historical context to understand the gravity of this potential move, let's take a step back and examine the Dallas Cowboys' historical trajectory. The Cowboys, often referred to as America's team, have a storied history filled with Super Bowl triumphs, iconic players, and legendary moments. Their last Super Bowl appearance was in 1995, Super Bowl XXX, which they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And since then, they've experienced a mix of playoff runs and rebuilding phases. The 1990s saw the dominance of quarterback Troy Aikman, running back Emmitt Smith, and wide receiver Michael Irvin, forming one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history. Fast forward to recent years, the Cowboys have been a team of high expectations. Under the leadership of quarterback Dak Prescott, they have consistently been contenders, especially on offense. Prescott, drafted in 2016, has been a franchise cornerstone, known for his leadership, mobility, and passing prowess. His career stats include over 17,000 passing yards, 104 touchdowns, and a quarterback rating of approximately 97.0 up to 2023. Prescott has been instrumental in leading Dallas to multiple playoff appearances, but the team has yet to get past the divisional round consistently. The Cowboys' offensive identity has often been built around a solid running game, complemented by a passing attack featuring top-tier wide receivers like CeeDee Lamb and previously Amari Cooper. Despite this, the team has faced criticism for lack of explosiveness and inconsistency, especially in high-pressure playoff games. Last season, their offensive efficiency wasn't quite enough to propel them into the NFC Championship, and their passing game sometimes struggled against disciplined defenses. The defense, always a point of pride under coach Dan Quinn, has been a strength, but the offense needed an extra spark, something that this rumored move could potentially bring. The significance of Jalen Hurts, and his rising star Jalen Hurts, now 27 years old, has transformed from a promising college quarterback at Alabama and Oklahoma into one of the most exciting dual-threat quarterbacks in the league. Drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the second round of the 2020 NFL Draft, 53rd overall, Hurts initially served as a backup to Carson Wentz, but took over as the starter in 2021 and has been the Eagles' starting quarterback ever since. In his career, Hurts has displayed remarkable athleticism, football IQ, and leadership skills. His rushing yardage totals over 3 seasons surpass 800 yards, with 42 rushing touchdowns, averaging nearly 6 yards per carry, which makes him a nightmare for defenses. His ability to extend plays and create opportunities on the ground is comparable to some of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in NFL history, like Michael Vick and Lamar Jackson. In the passing game, Hurts has shown significant improvement, throwing for over 500 yards with a completion percentage hovering around 64%, and tossing 102 touchdowns against just 31 interceptions. His quarterback rating has been consistently above 90, indicating solid decision-making and accuracy. His leadership and poise under pressure have earned him respect both inside and outside the locker room. Statistically, Hurts's 2023 season was a breakout year, where he threw for over 700 yards, 22 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. He also rushed for 760 yards and 10 touchdowns, making him one of the most balanced quarterbacks in the league. His ability to produce both through the air and on the ground makes him an elite dual-threat QB, capable of turning the tide of any game. Hash the tactical fit for Dallas now. Let's analyze how Hurts would fit into Dallas's offensive scheme. Under head coach Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys have leaned on a balanced attack, with a focus on establishing the run and using play-action passes to create big plays. The addition of a quarterback like Hurts would dramatically alter this dynamic, adding a new layer of versatility and unpredictability. Hurts's mobility would complement Tony Pollard, who, after his breakout 2022 season, is poised to be the centerpiece of the Cowboys' rushing attack. Pollard's explosiveness, combined with Hurts's rushing threat, would stretch defenses vertically and horizontally, opening up lanes for other skill players like C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup, and newcomer Brandon Cooks. This would force defenses to respect both the pass and the run, making Dallas's offense much harder to game plan against. Furthermore, Hurts's ability to extend plays would create more opportunities for big chunk yardage. Last season, the Cowboys averaged around 6.2 yards per play, but with Hurts at the helm, that number could easily increase to over 7 yards per play, especially on broken plays. The ability to scramble and pick up yards on third down is crucial in playoff scenarios, where clock management and converting critical third downs often determine the outcome. Hash potential impact on the NFL and NFC East. The NFC East has been one of the most competitive divisions in recent years, with the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants all vying for supremacy. The Eagles, led by Hurts, have established themselves as a powerhouse, reaching the NFC Championship in 2022 and winning the division in 2023. The Giants, with their strong defensive front and a developing offense, are always dangerous, while the Washington Commanders are rebuilding but possess a talented roster. If Dallas manages to acquire Hurts, the landscape of the division could shift dramatically. The Cowboys would instantly become one of the top Super Bowl contenders, especially given their strong defensive unit, which features stars like Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs, and Deron Bland. Micah Parsons, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, has been a game wrecker since entering the league in 2021, with over 30 sacks in his first 3 seasons combined. His presence alone elevates the entire defense, and with a more dynamic offense, Dallas could become nearly unstoppable. The trade would also likely impact the Eagles. Losing Hurts would create a void at quarterback, forcing the Eagles to either develop a backup or pursue another veteran. The ripple effect could lead to a division-wide shakeup, with the Cowboys emerging as the primary threat to the Eagles' dominance. Hash financial and cap implications, of course. Such a blockbuster trade would involve complex cap considerations. Hurts's current contract is manageable, but will need extension or restructuring to fit into Dallas's salary cap. The Eagles are facing a significant cap hit, around $25 million in 2024, so trading Hurts might be part of a broader rebuild or retooling strategy. The Cowboys, on the other hand, have roughly $25 million in cap space, which they could allocate toward a new deal for Hurts or other roster adjustments. The proposed trade, first-round pick in 2027 and a second-round pick, aligns with the value of a franchise quarterback. Historically, NFL trades involving top-tier quarterbacks have involved multiple high picks and significant cap hits, but the upside is immense. Dallas would be betting on Hurts's elite dual-threat ability, leadership, and potential to elevate the team to a Super Bowl level. Hash player profiles and future expectations to better understand what Hurts would bring. Let's examine some key players involved. Jalen Hurts. As previously mentioned, Hurts's combination of athleticism, leadership, and statistical production makes him one of the most valuable quarterbacks in the league. His rushing yardage, combined with his passing efficiency, offers a dual threat that defenses struggle to contain. Dak Prescott *. Prescott has been Dallas's franchise quarterback since 2016. His career stats include over 0 passing yards, 104 touchdowns, and a 97 passer rating. He's known for his leadership, mobility, and resilience, but critics have questioned his consistency in big games. A move for Hurts could be viewed as a way to push the team further, but it also puts Prescott's future on the line. Tony Pollard *, coming off a breakout season with over 300 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns in 2023, Pollard is a dynamic back who excels in space. Hurts's mobility would open up more running lanes for Pollard and create a more explosive rushing attack overall. CD Lamb *, the Cowboys WR1 who had over 300 yards and 9 touchdowns last season. He's a versatile receiver capable of winning contested catches and stretching the field. Micah Parsons, the defensive star who had 5 sacks in 2023, is a game wrecker. His presence on defense complements the potential offensive upgrade, making Dallas a well-rounded contender. Deep dive into the future outlook looking ahead. The Cowboys' future with a Hurts-led offense could be incredibly promising. The key will be how they structure his contract, integrate him into McCarthy's scheme, and develop the supporting cast. The team's scouting and drafting will also play a crucial role, adding a reliable offensive line, depth at receiver, and a secondary capable of containing high-powered offenses. In terms of Super Bowl prospects, if Dallas manages to secure Hurts and maintain their defensive dominance, many analysts believe their odds of winning the Lombardi Trophy could improve significantly, perhaps from +1-0 to +500 or better. The combination of a mobile quarterback, a top-tier defense, and a balanced offensive attack could make the Cowboys a favorite in the NFC and a serious contender in the postseason. Final thoughts and fan engagement. This potential move isn't without risk. Trading significant draft capital for a quarterback is always a gamble. Hurts's injury history and whether he can sustain his elite play are factors to consider. But the upside, transforming Dallas into a high-octane dual-threat powerhouse, is tantalizing. So Cowboys fans, what do you think? Should the Cowboys pull the trigger on this blockbuster trade? Do you believe Hurts's style fits the Dallas system? Would you prefer to stick with Prescott and build around him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters a lot to us and, of course, to the Cowboys. And remember, the offseason is just getting started and the possibilities are endless. We'll be here every step of the way, bringing you all the latest updates, rumors, and deep dives into the Cowboys' quest for glory. Stay tuned, keep that Cowboys spirit alive, and as always, GOCOWBOYS. Character count, 10, 151 *.